Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about fever, especially the typhoid fever. Some people will be having an confusion, or they will be not even knowing that homeopathy can really cure the fever, because some people will be thinking homeopathy is only for chronic diseases like knee pain, back pain, spondylosis, like that. But no, it can also cure the acute diseases. Only in emergency cases it has some limitation, that's all. Today's topic is about typhoid fever. One of the best used and mostly used and always used medicine is Bryonia alba. Of course, there are so many other typhoid medicines like Baptisia and everything. Baptisia, Conite, Belladonna, Gelsemium. But today in this video I'll be talking about Bryonia alba. Myself Dr. Megha from Homoeopathic Clinic, and I am a practitioner of homeopathy from 5 years. Okay, without any delay, first we'll be knowing about what is Bryonia alba. Bryonia alba is one of wonderful remedies in homeopathy. It also acts on the acute diseases and also on the chronic diseases. Its main action is for asthma, brain infections, alcoholism, constipation, dropsy, enteric fever, typhoid fever, measles, meningitis, breast affection, cough, gastric disorders, pneumonia, respiratory affections, thirst, toothache, vertigo, bone pains in the old age, osteoarthritis, whooping cough, etc. The Bryonia alba patient are always heat intolerable patient, and it is very good for all kind of complaints arised from the movement or from the motion. Bryonia alba acts wonders in breast affections, pneumonia, nose affection, cough affection, osteoarthritis, constipation, diarrhea, stomach complaints, and even some in the mind complaints and headache, everything. Today I'll be talking about only fever. Bryonia is of great help in fevers of all kinds, and even typhoid fever is controlled by this medicine. Onset of the fever is slow, and which medicine is onset is fast. If you ask, Gelsemium, sudden onset. Of course, even the Aconite and Belladonna also have sudden effects, means sudden onset. But the Bryonia alba fevers are very slow, means the patient today he gets little bit fever, tomorrow little bit, after that he gets fever. But in Belladonna and in Aconite, how the fever comes is, the patient will be okay 1 hour before, and already if you see it's already 1 or 2 temperature, like that. Okay, that is sudden onset. What is the causation? After taking cold in hot summer weather, from exposure to cold wind, after taking cold when getting warm, symptoms of fever. During fever, the patient lies very quietly on the bed, does not want to move, even does not want to speak or open the eyes, because of a little bit of motion makes the patient worse. Means the patient always says that he does not want to talk. The talkative patient will be there, but during the fever he becomes totally silent. Even if they are asking, do you want to drink water, he does not answer. Do you want to eat something, he does not answer. He wants everyone to be quiet, because sound makes him little bit uneasy, and he does not want to move also, because there is one thing that Bryonia alba universally kind of follows, that is all complaints are worst from the movements. Because of that he does not want to move at all. Even he does not want to speak, even he does not want to open his eyes to talk or to do the movement. That is one of the specific symptom of the Bryannia alba. The patient is very much stubborn during the typhoid fever. During the fever, what happens? There may be low muttering delirium. Means the patient will be talking in some cases, okay? Or during the high fever, you can think of muttering delirium. The patient talks about his daily business, desire to get out of the bed and go home. Here you can correlate symptoms of the fever. He does not want to move, but during the fever, desire to get out. He will not get out, but he has the desire to get out of the bed and move out and go home. Although he is at the home, that is the delirium which he is having. He thinks that he is outside, like he is in a clinic or hospital. He wants to go home because he will be free, but he is in the home only. The patient says during the delirium stage, I want to go home, when he is already in the home. This is one of the peculiar thing when you are prescribing Bryannia alba. There is dry white coating on the tongue with great thirst for large quantities of cold water at longer intervals. Some doctors prescribe just by seeing the tongue. If you are examining the tongue, you can just see that the Bryannia alba patient has dry white coating of the tongue with great thirst. The patient will be very thirsty for very large quantities of cold water at longer intervals. Pulse is full, hard and quick. During the fever, there is profuse sweating. Only during the fever, the patient thinks that, okay, I'm sweating, I'm going to get better, because sweating is one of the indication that fever is been going down. But in Bryannia alba, it is not. Only during the fever, the patient is having so much of sweating. And next point is, along with the fever, the cough becomes dry, hard and sticky, pain in the chest. Patient holds the chest with hand while coughing. This is one of the peculiar symptoms of Bryannia alba, because Bryannia alba is an respiratory symptom. It acts wonders in the cough. So during the fever also the cough may accompany. Almost 90% the cough always accompanies. Along with the fever, the cough becomes dry cough. When you have the dry cough, only you should take Bryannia alba. Hard, dry with hardness, with stitching pain in the chest. When they cough, they have this kind of pain. Pain holds the chest with hand while coughing. The patient always tries to hold his chest while coughing because it is so much painful. Aggravated by motion and revealed by lying on painful side and pressure. There is dry, hard and knotty stool, as if burned during the fever. How the motion of Bryannia alba is, it may be constipated, but the texture is always dry, hard, as if burnt kind of stools. Headache due to constipation is also seen, with dry tongue and thirst for large quantities of cold water at longer intervals. Bryannia alba always causes the dryness of the mucus. So only you see that there is dry cough, dryness of throat, and there is excess of thirst, dryness of skin, and excess of sweating, like that. when the patient will be better during the fever. Fever aggravates after slightest motion and is revealed by absolute rest. This is one of the peculiar things of Bryonia alba. Bryonia alba I preferably give for constipation, diarrhea, cough, dry cough mainly, and for the breast affection for the people who have heaviness of the breast, stony hardness of the breast, or painful breast, like that, and for the osteoarthritis people during old age. I think I was able to convey the medicine of Bryonia alba, which is really helpful in the treatment of typhoid fever. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Don't forget to press on the bell icon so that whenever I put a new video, you will be notified.